Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Brian Nadeau. Saturday, 11 races on tap for you, including a really good renewal of the carry back for the 3-year-olds. Sprinting on the main track, the return of Octane, highly anticipated. So let's turn it over to track announcer Pete Aiello for the course and the weather conditions.
The weather, beautiful. Temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track is fast. The Tapeta track is fast. No turf racing today. Partly cloudy skies. First race, we're on the Tapeta track at 1 mile and 70 yards. There are no changes. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Syllabus and Blame the Vets, the first two out, holding inside ground. Mo Clips is a bit headstrong. From the far outside, Hotter Than July gets started and is marching forward. Away mid-flight is Stellarator, saving ground at the inside. Enough Rain. In between runners is Powerful Native, Irish Samurai 3 deep, 4 wide, and at the back of the field is Ice Love. The public pick is last to get underway as Hotter Than July is in front. Junior Alvarado harnessing the speed of Hotter Than July, who's clear 1.25 lengths. Syllabus is there second from the outside. That's Stellarator, a 3 wide third. Mo Clips is at the rail in between horses. That's Blame the Vets. Getting started now is Ice Love. Up on the outside, she's 4 wide on the course. 1.5 lengths better than Enough Rain, who's racing together with Irish Samurai and Powerful Native. 24 and 3 for the opening quarter. There's 4.5 furlongs to race. The leader is Hotter Than July, in front 1.5 lengths. Second is Stellarator outside of Syllabus. Wide on the course, Ice Love. Held up in traffic is Mo Clips with Blame the Vets just ahead of her. Then it's 1.5 lengths to Irish Samurai and Enough Rain. And now at the back and out kicked is Powerful Native. Around the far turn with less than 3 furlongs to go. Hotter Than July, still traveling pretty well. She leads by 1.5 lengths. Stellarator is second. Ice Love has plotted a wide course and she's not progressing. Zayas launches Mo Clips into the clear. She's on the far outside with Blame the Vets looking for room between. And they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:13 and 1 may turn for home. Hotter Than July taken on by Stellarator, Blame the Vets, and Mo Clips. Mo Clips surging down the center. Up for a narrow lead. Stellarator runs with her. Blame the Vets, Syllabus are next. Hotter Than July dropping back, but Mo Clips proving the best. She's 9-2 and a winner. Mo Clips in front. Stellarator is second, Syllabus is third, then Blame the Vets and Hotter Than July. And they're off. Step slow to start was Lovin' Livin'. In the center, Real Doozy, quick to fire and leads early from Rain, who comes away angling for racing room. Shadily is also angling to the center, staying put at the rail, Celestial Cheetah. Sweet Pearl is next, out wide on the course in 10-pin alley. And last out of the chute is Lovin' Livin'. Clear up front is Real Doozy. Samuel Camacho Jr. and Real Doozy complete the opening quarter, 2.5 better than Rain, who races second. Outside, Sweet Pearl is there third. Celestial Cheetah stays at the rail in fourth. Followed fifth by 10-pin alley, then Shadily and Lovin' Livin'. They go 4.5 furlongs from the finish, and Real Doozy has the lead, and it's a clear lead, 1.25 lengths. Over Rain in second, from the outside, Sweet Pearl now third. At the rail, Celestial Cheetah is a patient fourth, followed fifth by 10-pin alley, then Lovin' Livin', and Shadily is now last. Around the far turn they go, 3 furlongs to run. Real Doozy still has the lead, but Alvarado gives the green light to Rain to make some ground on the leader in second, 3 wide. Sweet Pearl is in stride for Figueroa, third and only 2.5 lengths behind. Celestial Cheetah is being asked to quicken, but is not doing so with 1/4 mile left to go. Kicking on with it is Real Doozy and Rain. Sweet Pearl still close enough to land a blow. Running home from the back, Lovin' Livin', and they're at the top of the stretch. On the inside, it's Real Doozy who's fighting to hold it. Sweet Pearl on the far outside. From between them, it's Rain. Final 1/8 of a mile. Real Doozy very game. Rain trying to get by, but getting by both is Sweet Pearl. Here's Sweet Pearl and Nikki Figueroa winning going away by 1 length in the end. Second was Rain. Third was Real Doozy, and up fourth was Lovin' Livin'.
an owner, I love the Breeders' Cup winning your series.
To win one of these challenge series is a way that we kind of map out our schedule throughout the year with our horses.
So if we're considering two different races and one was a win and you're in and one was a not, then I think that would be the tiebreaker for us.
Automatic berth takes a lot of pressure off. Breeders' Cup Challenge, win, and you're in.
And they're off. Stutter step beginning for Dakota Boyd, but it didn't cost him much ground. From between horses, Voice of Now is away the best, with Camptown Races moving to take him on. Millennium Condo won't be far away. Dakota Boy Headstrong, he's down toward the inside fourth. From fifth and out wide, it's Pork Chop, then Ghost Fighter, and Reggio is the early trailer as they race 5 furlongs from the finish. Voice of Now has the lead. He has a pace partner in the form of Camptown Races, who's up along in second. At the inside, Dakota Boy needs some place to go. Pork Chop, meanwhile, is in the clear, and Pork Chop is on the move, and on the move right now with half a mile to go. Then Millennium Condo, Ghost Fighter, and Reggio toward the back of the group as they swing to the far turn. 3 furlongs from the finish, and Pork Chop made an early move and is committed for home. Voice of Now tries to counter that attack in second. Barrios has clear racetrack for Dakota Boy. He's in the red cap, circling horses and up into a joint second. On the far outside, it's Millennium Condo, then back to Ghost Fighter with a quarter of a mile remaining. It's Pork Chop the target. Pork Chop turns for home on top by 2.5. Camptown Races is second, running home a bit from the back is Ghost Fighter, dropping back Voice of Now. Now there's an eighth of a mile to go. It's Pork Chop still in front. On the outside, it's Dakota Boy trying to get after him. Down at the rail, and Ghost Fighter tries to catch Camptown Races for third, but nobody can catch Pork Chop. Pork Chop is in front. Pork Chop wins by 2.5. Second is Dakota Boy. Camptown Races held third. Then Ghost Fighter and Millennium Condo. And they're off. The favorite, Parchita, quick off the blocks and tries to clear inside traffic, but there's a lot of that, and she can't do it as Bree Hazel is on to challenge. Feline is between horses. Take My Shot is down at the inside with Cupid Austin. At the rail goes Twirling Grace as they race to the half-mile point. So it's Feline tussling with Bree Hazel. Parchita has no choice. She's got to sit 3 wide third. At the rail, Cupid Austin is there fourth, followed fifth by Otumba. Next at the rail, Claudette Air begins to improve. Outside her is Laveau. Laveau's on the go, angling for racing room. A gap of 3 to Twirling Grace, and Maryland is at the back, and Parchita has to go, and go now as Feline takes another crack at Bree Hazel. To the top of the stretch, Feline has the lead. Bree Hazel battling back second. Claudette Air trying to work inside of Parchita, and Parchita is now having to do a ton better than that with an eighth of a mile remaining here. Up front, here now comes the run from Laveau. In between, Parchita. Feline shortening up. On the outside, it's Laveau, and bold in between is the favorite Parchita. Laveau and Parchita. Parchita and Laveau. Here's the line, Parchita. Parchita needed to find something extra, and she did just that, turning away Laveau to win the fourth in 104.4. And they're off. Geoscience not only came out of the gate today, he's first into stride and takes a clear lead. Eternal Rest comes away racing in second with Little Annie Rose in early third. Up to the outside, Calculated Breeze is on the go early. It's a pretty lively early pace. Lord Darnley is at the rail, then back to 61 in Oriental Park. Awkward Pause finds himself last of all as they head half a mile from the finish. Geoscience has the lead into the turn. He leads by a neck. Calculated Breeze keeps the heat on. He's up on the outside now, second. They get away from Eternal Rest, who's now third. Up to the outside, Oriental Park strides forward into fourth. Lord Darnley will have to pick up his feet while 7 lengths off the lead with 5/16 to go. Here's a response from Oriental Park. He's circling horses and up to challenge Geoscience for the lead. Eternal Rest ridden hard at the rail. Calculated Breezes drop back. Awkward pauses underway from the back after an opening half mile in 45-4. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Miguel Vasquez and Oriental Park made first run. They have an eighth of a mile more to get. An awkward pause starts to gain some ground second. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Awkward pause trying to track down Oriental Park. Oriental Park is still in front. Awkward pause taking a shot, but it's a losing shot as Oriental Park is clear. Oriental Park wins. Second was Awkward Pause. Third was 61, 112 flat. And they're off. Good beginning. Lining up for the early lead, Racket, one of the first into stride. The newcomer, War on Truth, is holding inside ground. Up to the outside, it's Our Admiral, and Take My Shot is shuffled back a touch. Then Blind Eye and Sir Samuel with Jackson's Web out widest. And Marwad is the early trailer as Racket gets clear. Racket around the turn, striding to a 2-length lead over Our Admiral in second and War on Truth in now third. From fourth, that's Sir Samuel, outside fifth, and Jackson's Web. Take My Shot shuffled to sixth, ahead of Blind Eye seventh. Eighth and last is Marwad as the opening quarter complete to Racket. Racket to the backstretch, leads by a length and a half. Our Admiral is there second. War on Truth is now third. He's a bit green in his action. Vasquez trying to keep him up close. From between horses, it's Sir Samuel on the wide side and Jackson's Web. Then it's Blind Eye together with Take My Shot, and Marwad is last. Half a mile from the finish. It's been smooth sailing to this stage for Racket. He has the lead a length and a half. Our Admiral is second. War on Truth continues a joint third with Sir Samuel 3 wide. 4 wide and out wide, it's Jackson's Web ahead of Blind Eye, then Take My Shot, and Marwad is last. They make their way to the top of the stretch at the 5/16. It's Racket in front. He leads by 2. From the outside in Jackson's Web, from between horses, Our Admiral. Down at the rail, War on Truth tries to grind home. Blind Eye's going to swing wide for the drive with a quarter of a mile left to go. 3/4 in 1:14.1. And Racket is still the target. He's an elusive target, too, with an eighth of a mile to go. He leads by 4. Second is Our Admiral. Blind Eye down the center. Marwad has come up from last. He's charging hard as they come to the 16th pole. Racket needs the wire. Marwad surging at him. It's a close photo. Marwad in a picture with Racket in race 6 in 1:43.1. Top by 3, by 4, and moving away. From the center, batter up Bud, quick into stride. Hercules has a bit of speed. If not for luck, won't be far away. And picking up Pennies is quick from down toward the inside. Picking up Pennies has a narrow advantage as they link up with the main course from Hercules, and batter up Bud. If not for luck is on their outside. These four almost across the course from Positively Awesome, who's headstrong behind the speed. A gap of 3 to the Skipper 2, and at the back is Skipperini. They have 5 furlongs to race, and picking up Pennies now strides to a clear lead. He leads by a length and a half. Hercules is second. Positively Awesome is in tight. If not for luck is with the top flight, while only 2.5 lengths behind. Then batter up Bud. The Skipper 2 begins to make progress well out in the center, and still at the back is long shot Skipperini. Half a mile from the judge, it's picking up Pennies on top by a length. Here's the move from If Not For Luck up on the outside. Hercules battling hard between horses. Positively Awesome is next, and it's a gap of 2 to the Skipper 2. Batter up Bud is being outkicked, and Skipperini's been outrun throughout, and they have Picking Up Pennies to catch. Picking Up Pennies has the lead. If Not For Luck coming up empty. Hercules gamely running at the leader. Down at the rail, and the Skipper 2 is up to third with a quarter of a mile to go now. It's Picking Up Pennies, still the target, trying to hold off Hercules, who's a persistent foe on the outside. Hercules is wandering. That does him no favors, but he's still got a shot. Final eighth of a mile. Hercules tries to catch Picking Up Pennies. Picking Up Pennies drifts, but he drifts well clear. Hercules is second. He's cattywampus in his course, but he's second best to Picking Up Pennies, who's in front. Second is Hercules. Third is the Skipper 2. Fourth is Batter Up Bud. They're off. Poor start. Dunnigan at the back. Granny Makes Sense and Rothgar, the first two to get underway. Cash Express has speed 3 wide. 4 wide is Fulton Street, 5 wide, but changing that is Charming Charlie. Alvarado drops him over some. Then it's My Man Flint, who's down toward the inside, racing ahead of Sir Teddy and Dunnigan, and Starship Wizard is last. It's Hrothgar in front by half a length. 3 wide, Cash Express is tugging to challenge. Backing off some as Granny Makes Sense to race from third, and Fulton Street is a wide fourth. Charming Charlie is together with race favorite My Man Flint. Then Dunnigan. Outside Sir Teddy is second last, and the trailer is Starship Wizard. Opening quarter complete, it goes to Rothgar and Hector Barrios on top by a length. Cash Express, the nearest pursuer, second. Patient at the rail as Granny Makes Sense third. Fulton Street is on the outside. Charming Charlie is widest of all. My Man Flint tries to work between horses. Dunnigan is at the rail. Sir Teddy is second last, and Starship Wizard remains at the back as they make their way to the far turn. From the back, Sir Teddy angled 3 wide for racing room. He's up to 6 now as Rothgar is still in front. From between horses, Cash Express, Fulton Street is next. Zayas biding his time on Granny Makes Sense. Meanwhile, Sir Teddy put into the clear by Morelos and on the move now into fourth. Now third, Sir Teddy charging to challenge the embattled duo. Meanwhile, My Man Flint is the public pick, needs to do a lot better than that. He will have a rail run, and they straighten for home. Sir Teddy sweeping up out wide to take a narrow lead. Cash Express tries to cling to him. Rothgar back to third. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Sir Teddy trying to turn away Cash Express, who's game toward the rail. Late run from Dunnigan with Granny Makes Sense. Sir Teddy driven out. Sir Teddy in front. Granny Makes Sense is second, closer third, either Cash Express or Dunnigan. They're off and running. From the rail, Backchat was away smoothly. In the center, that's Farm Boy splitting horses, Venezuelan Triumph. Merlin's trying to work over, but he's 5 wide at the moment. As they charge into the first turn, Backchat and Elsa Morrison have rail position and the lead. Venezuelan Triumph is the nearest pursuer second. 4 wide Morgan Point, 3 wide Farm Boy. Down at the rail goes AstroTurf racing together with Merlin. It's a headstrong Cashier Check after that. Empire Builder and R. Stewie, the 2 long shots, are toward the back of the group, and the early trailer is Mr. Leonardo. They make their way into the backstretch. They're still really not settled on the front end. As Backchat holds rail ground, Venezuelan Triumph is right alongside and out 3 wide in Morgan Point. Farm Boy is now backed off to race in 4th. Well settled are both Merlin and AstroTurf. They're mid-flight and about 6 lengths off the pace. Then Cashier Check ahead of R. Stewie. Out the back, Mr. Leonardo and Empire Builder as they have half a mile to run. The opening half mile was a contested 48-1. They have 3.5 furlongs to race now. And the advantage belongs to Backchat, 3 parts of a length. Venezuelan Triumph is second. Merlin and AstroTurf, they both give it the green light. Cashier Check improving with a rail run. Dropping back is Morgan Point. Nothing yet from Mr. Leonardo as they run to the top of the stretch. Venezuelan Triumph is up to put a neck in front. Backchat fighting with him. Merlin grinding home. AstroTurf needs room. Edwin G's going to get some place to go now, though, as they straighten for the drive. Who do you like here? Venezuelan Triumph has the lead, but he's got a host of challengers. Cashier Check along the rail. Merlin on the outside. Venezuelan Triumph is digging in. Merlin's not by yet. Cashier Check is third. Venezuelan Triumph driven out. Another nice riding display from Miguel Vasquez. Merlin was second. Third was Cashier Check in 141-4. And they're off. Second in the 2-path. Ground on her inside. Race. And a quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch.
Strategic speed. Some speed at 2, but can carry it on through their later careers.
Improbable, full of run.
Improbable, now a Grade 1 winner.
It is a complete runaway, an authoritative run.
It's Improbable to win the Whitney.
Racing in the carryback. King Cab comes out firing, but there goes Octane, and these two speed off. They get a 2-length margin over Catton, who's away in third. Reddington is now fourth, then Strike Hard and Clapton. Steel Sunshine is last, but the pace is on. King Cab tells Octane, you better pick it up if you want to catch me, as he's open 2.5. Octane just flat out out-sprinted in the 3-year-old debut. He races in second. They've gone 3 better than Catton, who's a chilly third, with Reddington on his outside. At the rail, that's Clapton, then Steel Sunshine, and Strike Hard. Half a mile from the finish, Edgar Perez trying to harness the speed of King Cab. He has the lead by 1.5 lengths. Octane clings to him second, 3 better than Catton in third. Up to the outside, Reddington is there fourth. Zayas says go on Clapton, green cap down toward the rail. Then it's Strike Hard and Steel Sunshine as they run around the far turn. The opening half mile was eye-popping. King Cab so fast early, but now will have to finish it up as the closers begin to make ground. At the rail, it's Clapton who gets first run. Catton is next. Leonel Reyes wheels Steel Sunshine to the far outside. 3/16 to go in the carryback. King Cab is on borrowed time. Here comes Steel Sunshine charging down the center. Clapton's between horses. Strike Hard with him, but Steel Sunshine kicks in and kicks on. Steel Sunshine wins the carryback for Little Red Feather Racing. Up second, Strike Hard. Clapton is third, 122-3. runners away. Good start for Benefactor. Outshine was away in good shape today. He'll take a trail from second. King Theo's an early third. Piccadilly Bow on the outside is fourth. Angling over is Poco Charlie, racing ahead of Papa Honor. In tight toward the rail, Centerfold Prospect. Second last is Devoted Kitten, and the race favorite Coblamas settles in at the back of the field. Around the clubhouse turn they go, and Benefactor and jockey Marcos Meneses clear by 4 lengths. Zayas has hold of the veteran Outshine, who races from second. In between horses and tugging is Papa Honor, out wide and King Theo. Centerfold Prospect is nearest the inside, then Poco Charlie. Dropping back a touch early is Piccadilly Bow, and then it's a gap of another 4 lengths to Devoted Kitten, and who's a length and a half in front of Coblamas, who's still last of all. They have 4.5 furlongs remaining, and it's Benefactor the target. He leads by 3. Outshine is second. King Theo is watching him move well third. Up to the inside, that's an improving Centerfold Prospect. Then back from between Papa Honor, Poco Charlie's going to have an opportunity to rally. A gap of 4 to Coblamas, who's underway outside of Piccadilly Bow. Now the trailer is Devoted Kitten. Around the far turn at the 3 furlong grounds, Benefactor by a length and a half. Zayas starting to work on Outshine to try to get after him, but here comes Poco Charlie and King Theo, and these 4 across the course now. Trying to wind it up from the back is Coblamas. They're at the top of the stretch. It's still Benefactor. He's yet to be headed. He turns for home on top. Poco Charlie and King Theo. They take aim second and third. Outshine has too much to do. Coblamas is underway, but he's got too much to do. Benefactor's 19-1, and he's not yielding. King Theo tries again. Benefactor pleads. King Theo gets him right on the money. King Theo turned away the challenge of Poco Charlie and ran down Benefactor for the money in 144 and 2.
And that's a wrap on our 11-race Saturday card. We'll be back with you on Sunday to close down the 3-day racing week. 12:30 first post and 9 races on tap.